Okay guys, here's a very quick look at some of my favorite bushcraft knives. Kind of in an order of least expensive to most. Sorry about the noise in the background, I've got two stupid kittens running around. Alright, just to get started. Here is one of my favorite animal processing knives. This particular knife I got at a flea market for $3. And it's been one of the best knives I've ever used for just about anything. Just an old 7-inch. It's not an old hickory. Not really sure whether it's a Green River, old case or something, but there's no markings on it. Has the 3 pins with a lanyard hole. And is quite a bit thicker than your standard old hickory. It's right at an 1/8 of an inch thick. And just a good, awesome old high carbon steel knife. There you go. Alright. Now the next one is my big boy of the bunch. This is... I was looking for a BK2 when I found this thing, and this blows the BK2 out of the water as far as quality, design, and everything. It is a 1/4 inch thick, 5160 spring steel. Now, when I first got it, the grind on it was horrible. It was somebody had tried to convex it just very shallow, and you could not get a good edge on it. I sent it to a good friend of mine, George Shaw, cut to the bone sharpening service. I believe he's in West Virginia now, and he did an amazing regrind on it. Took it to a true Scandi grind, which I'm not usually a fan of Scandi grind, but on a 1/4 inch knife, this one works amazingly well. I'm not sure the maker of this knife. I didn't pay very much for it, but not sure whether you can see it. There you go. USA, and then it's got a little squiggly 3-line thingy. So I'm not sure who the maker is, but they did a very good job on the knife. Black micarta with red liners. This thing performs a lot better than what a 1/4 inch knife, at least I think, should. Sorry about the camera work. I don't have a tripod or anything. Alright. Try not to make this like a 10-minute video, but here's the next one. Everybody should probably know what this one is. It's a Blind Horse Knives Bushcrafter. I don't know why. I have nothing against the Battle Horse or LT Wright, but everything I have is the old Blind Horse. That's what I started with, so I figured I'd kind of keep up that tradition. Anyway, this one is, of course, 01 tool steel. I opted for the full flat grind this time. I had the Scandi version, I just didn't like it. It didn't perform like the little slicer that these should be. Perfect little backup. It's definitely not what I would consider a one-tool option, but I really like it for whittling and small camp chores. Alright, next up is by far my current favorite. This is the Pack Horse by Blind Horse Knives. Now this is I believe a 5 1/4 inch high carbon 01 tool steel. You can see the blade geometry there. It just has a very slight Nesmic sweep. And that makes for an awesome skinner, which you wouldn't think of out of a 3/16 inch thick knife. But the ergonomics on this thing, pretty much a straight broom handle style grip on it. Nothing special, but it fits my hand amazingly well. Scandy grind, sharp as a razor, and stays that way. And which all of these do. They are pretty much the top of the line for the knives that I've had, and I've had several. Most people that know me well, they know I'm kind of a gear whore. So, but this one is definitely my current favorite. You'll notice that some of these I've posted lately, just getting some of them. This one here I've had for several years. The next one that I've had the longest is this one. But these three are fairly new to me. But I've had each one of these in very similar configurations before. Got a lot of use with them, know how they function, and that way I kind of feel comfortable giving a decent review of them. Oh. Alright, of course everybody knows this bad boy. This is the Blind Horse Knives Scout in Sabre grind. Now, everybody and their brother has done a review of this, and the only reason it's not my current favorite is because I like bucking trends. Honestly, this knife will do everything that the pack horse will do just as well. And love Dave Canterbury. He's been great to me. And there's nothing against this knife, and nothing. I have absolutely nothing against the Pathfinder group. If it's horribly popular and everybody's singing its praises, I want to do something else. I guess I'm weird that way. So, but anyway, this one is currently my favorite for all-around tasks. Now, if I had to just choose one and I was just processing game and I would never ever have to baton a knife, hands down, it would be my $3 butcher knife. This thing is flat amazing. Oh, I've had to strop it 3 times, and I've processed several deer, ton of firewood, and any kind of camp chore you can think of with it. And it has never let me down, and like I said, I've only had to strop it 3 times through the whole thing, never took it to a stone. So, but anyway, sorry about the long video, but these are my current favorites for my bushcrafting camp chore knives. One thing I did want to say, you're going to have to get a nice sheath, either made or make one yourself, for the butcher knives, because they do not, well, you want to get vintage, and they don't come with sheaths. So that's one thing to consider when getting one of those. So, all right, this is Jeremy Childs. Thank y'all.